Session Skate Simulator decided to bless us with some new DLC that includes a map and a new object dropper, but they haven't changed any mechanics or their formula, so let me skate this spot so you can see if it's worth buying. It's Falcon here with another easy to understand tutorial that might flip a switch. Let's get it. If you enjoy skating ledges, then this first spot is not going to disappoint. The lower floor curved ledge is one of the better ones you'll find in this map. There are quite a few, but there's none that curve like this. It's low enough for you to low pop into and get some pretty steezy looking tricks, and it's long enough for you to get a good slide, but you have to make up for the poor run up in this map. Getting the speed, you might have to edit your settings to get the speed a little right because the run up is absolutely terrible. But it could be worse, at least there's not some random obnoxious table in the way. Skating it in either direction is just fine, and there's also another one on the opposite side, so you got two curved ledges, you can skate them in both directions. Once I started to feel my groove, I wanted to go from front nose, popped in a switch back 5-0, and we kinda got one, bro. After getting it, we went to clean it back up and skate some more spots here, but so far it's looking good. I really enjoyed this location. I'd give it a 7 out of 10. If you add in some better run up and remove the wooden back panel to the second tier of this ledge so we can skate that, then this spot would be a 10 out of 10. But if you've skated it, let me know what you think, and if you haven't, would you spend time skating this spot? Session is sick because you can really skate to your own style. You don't have to follow any beaten path. You don't have to skate Hesh or generic. You can do literally anything you want. And with the settings, bro, there's so much you can actually do. It's kind of hard at first, but when you start to get kind of creative, you can see what you can do. And you can seriously do a lot. Most of these tricks were requested in my live stream on TikTok. If you haven't seen it, definitely tap in. We have a lot of fun and we stream over there every single day. Now, if you're more into the tricks and bank situations, then this giant open book in the middle of the map is for you. It's got an uneven rail that you can pop over and skate into, but the way that I decided to skate it first was from this gigantic rail on the other side. This map would be so much more fun if there were other NPCs skateboarding around. The biggest problem that happens with Session right now is the game just feels alone. 9 times out of 10, you're skating a spot by yourself, and if you are in any of the original cities, actually, it started to get kind of fresh right here after this switch flip. Peep this switch front tail going water. Damn. It's really the small things that get me, and that's what I enjoy the most about this game. It's fun to hit big stuff, but I love just the simple, oh my gosh, so fresh. What a switch front tail. But back to what I was saying, this game definitely feels kind of solo when you get to playing because there's no one around, and then if you are playing on any of the original maps, yeah, you could turn NPCs on, but that's just a bunch of bots getting in the way. Clean front 3. The next spot is this Escalator spot, and I think it's pretty fire. As you can see, it's obviously got some built-in combos, and the first line we could think of was something fresh. A nice float on a back 180 in this game looks so good, and even though we clipped, that switch front nose down the escalator was wet. Now here comes the biggest problem that I have with this game. I love the camera editing, so this line is super fresh. It's so much fun with the skirt and the bang, but when you want to skate this spot from the bottom, there's stuff like this table and this chair completely in the way. As you can see, this spot's got the skirt marks on it. Obviously people are skateboarding it, but how am I supposed to skate it with this damn table in the way? Those are the only downsides to this spot. Is it easy to skate? I give it a 6 out of 10. Is it fun? Can you skate this spot for a while? In my opinion, no. This is definitely like a 3 out of 10. But overall, it ties in really well with the rest of the location. This long double set Hubba was my favorite spot to skate in this new map by far. So much fun. Tons of requests was coming off of the live for this one. It was nice to skate a spot where I didn't have to manually add in the lights because this entire DLC map is way too dark, bro. If you like to skate ledges, then overall, this spot is gonna be way too much fun, bro. I was just able to do anything I wanted. It was great. You could skate it going back up if you want. But I was really just taking it to Request City, man. Y'all was asking for it and I was smacking it for you. I appreciate all the love we get on our TikTok lives. If you don't know, we get hundreds of viewers every live on TikTok. Around 300-400 people. And I try to bring it on over to YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that button real quick. Turn on those notifications so you know every time I post and when I go live so we can get it popping over here on YouTube as well. Because I know there's a ton of you guys over here. This spot is the easiest to skate. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It is super fun to skate. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. I can skate this spot over and over and over again. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I might be kind of biased because I like to skate ledges, bro. But the whole point of this is to find something that you personally love to skate and then run that spot into the ground, bro. I was literally skating this shit up. Lots of Ghetto Bird crook requests, so I was working on it to make sure that I had it on lock instead of just getting it one time, and they started to come pretty consistently. I just wish I had a little more pinch. Now on to some of the honorable mentions. This is the first spot that I skated when I downloaded this map, and it was extremely dark, so I decided to pull out some lights and kind of brighten the spot up a bit. It took some real placement maneuvering to get it how I liked, but we got it to shine pretty good, bro. Now the spot was perfect. And I like how after you set the lights and you close the game, when you come back, your stuff is still in the same spot you left it. You just edited out the world. Before the lights, this spot wasn't too easy to skate, but once you added the lights, it becomes a lot of fun. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10 as far as ease, bro, because all you gotta do is pop into the ledge, you feel me? Can I skate this for a long time? Yeah, I definitely can. I'm gonna give that a 7 out of 10 because it's just 2 ledges, but there's so much more around it, in front and before it, that you got potential for endless lines, and if not endless, then at least extremely creative. It would be nice if the ledges were a little longer, but again, with like the compactness of these session maps, you're not going to be able to get that here, for sure not. I just like to see some combo grinds, you feel me? I feel like in order for session to have a map that you can skate, they would have to have it gigantic, because these maps are already kind of big and compressed. But compressed and still fit a super sick spot like this, crazy. This has got to be the best spot in a new map. I'm going to call it Glow in the Dark City, and we got a whole bunch of tricks here. Ultimately, I was taking advantage of the Manny pad. This one was a ton of fun, and if you were in the live, we were doing all sorts of tricks on it, but here's what I happened to clip out. Now, this one wasn't the easiest skate. You kind of had to have your maneuverability on point, so I'm going to give this like a 6 out of 10, but once you got your flow down, it became totally fine. And if you actually skateboard, these things come way easier. But if you don't skateboard and you're confused on how this game works at all, let me know down in the comments. I know a lot of people are having trouble getting their tricks right and have been asking me for some tutorials, and I can definitely do it. I just need to know that you really need it, you feel me? So what are my final thoughts on this map? Overall, the map is fun. I'm unsure if it's worth $8.99, but that comes from a standpoint not anything having to do with the map specifically, but with how session works in general. It's a pretty lonely world out there, so if you want a lonely ass map, then go ahead and spend it for some ledges, but someone could have just modded and made a map like this too. But if you haven't played Session in a long time, I'd say it's worth it. It was a map that brought me back to the game. I hadn't played Session in almost 6 months since I made this video, or since I downloaded this DLC rather, and it's got me back on it for sure. I've played it 3 times since I got in this. I've been having fun every time, and now I'm going back to revisit the regular cities. And I appreciate all of you guys for rocking with your boy, man. It's been a long journey to get right here. I appreciate all the love, and we're gonna keep these games going. We'll switch between the skateboarding and the FGC, of course, but I really like the skateboarding stuff. It's pretty chill, and I appreciate all you guys for rocking and giving me all these views and stuff, bro. Thanks for subscribing. Share this out to your friends who've been trying to get this game.